activities, fun activities. Also we'll be having fitness challenges, live music, singing, dancing. So it's an entertainment theme. This festival is full of vibes. It's welcome for all age groups, and it is the opportunity to understand the plant-based lifestyle, and we have to condemn all the wrong industry, oilty industry, meat industries. This festival gives the opportunity for the non-vegans to understand the plant-based lifestyle and thrive on a vegan lifestyle. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, this is Suraj, founder of Vegans of Telangana. The KindCarnival Hyderabad Vegan Festival is sponsored by World Vegan Vision, organized by Vegans of Telangana and supported by...
This is Dr. Ramya Krishna. Today I am here to present about bioenzyme. Before that, okay, can I have your all attention here? You're going to witness great challenging experiments and mesmerizing experiments that you would might have witnessed or might not. But if you're going to miss this, it's a opportunity that you're going to miss magic in your world. Okay, so here I'm a dentist by profession. I'm working on sustainable living since 4 years. And so if you see this logo, there is blue color surrounded, in middle it is green, and here this blue indicates water and the green indicates the nature itself is green. When you see our globe from far, how does it look? Blue and green, right? So it is most of the water, like our world is made up of 70% of water and 30% of land. And I believe, and there are many researchers and scientists who told that life started in the water. Our existence has begun in the water. It applies everywhere. If you see even the baby, whatever the animal, anything, they are carrying in the womb, it is filled with amniotic fluid, right? So this is the clear indication we are very much bound to water. We as a human beings, we are 70% water, right? So water plays a key role in our life. Many think trees are the major carbon sinkers, but oceans are the major carbon sinkers. They are almost 3 times greater carbon sinkers than any tree in the world. All the trees together, whatever the carbon that they are sinking, it is comparatively very less when it comes to the ocean. Why is it so? Can anyone guess? It is due to the planktons, okay, coral reefs, all these things, whichever is there in the ocean, they are taking the carbon dioxide, whatever there is in the air. Okay, so I believe water is very crucial. There is a saying, when ocean dies, everything dies. So we have every work or it's like a thing where we need to protect our nature. And I am in this mission of bioenzymes when I learned about it, and it is very much connected to this water. So water is not somewhere in the top, right? It is right on our land. So it is constant contact with the land. Water and land are in constant contact, right? They are not somewhere in the, not in contact. So when this water is contaminated, it's obvious even our soil is contaminated. Okay, so next slide. Let's understand the importance of lakes. They act as natural reservoirs or buffers in river system. During seasons of heavy rainfall or rapid snow melt, rivers often carry a large volume of water that can cause flooding. Next. A lake in the river's course absorbs this excess water, temporarily storing it. They also support diverse ecosystem and provide us fresh water for our daily needs. So in our daily needs, lakes play very crucial role. They help us in many ways. Okay, it is preventing us from floodings, heavy rains, whatever the snow melt is happening, it's not coming to us because of these lakes. Okay, and they have a great absorbing power. When the floods come, they just go into those lakes, and the bed, whatever is there underneath, it is going to absorb those extra water, and it's preventing from the floods. And there is a lot of ecosystem in that is making this water fresh. That is fulfilling our daily needs, right from our morning brush till night, whatever we are doing, our daily chores, including our drinking water. So why bioenzyme? Let's understand first why. Lake frothing, lake catching fire, choking life of water species, chemical residue, cancer, polluting soil, it comes back to us. So these are the topics I am going to discuss in brief. If we understand why we need to use bioenzymes, it is very easy to adapt in our daily lives. Okay. Reasons for lake frothing. Back. No. Yes. So there are 4 reasons for lake frothing. Industrial effluents, untreated sewage, excess use of detergents, every chemical that we use in our daily lives. So what is frothing? If you can see, there is a white layer on this water. Okay, this is the sewage pipe, which is ending in our lakes. Our so-called lakes, which need to be a fresh water, but they are ending into these lakes. Let's say not just these lakes, even the rivers. Our Yamuna river is with lot of foam, lot of froth, going up like a hill and hill every day. Why is it happening? And if you see the next photo, this is the outcome. This is the pic from the Bangalore, okay, and Bellandur Lake. This is also the pic from the Bangalore. And this is how the lakes are going to be filled with froth. So what happens? It's just a foam. We have foam in our house. When we wash our clothes, it will foam till this, and when we open the tap. So what's wrong in having froth? So many people don't know this froth is happening not just because of the things that we are unconsciously using, the chemicals. Every chemical in our house is causing this froth. Okay, mainly the detergents. Okay, and the froth, if you see, it was flying in the air, right? So it is not going to stay in the same place. We think it is happening somewhere. No, it is a volatile thing. It is a flammable thing. Whenever it comes in contact with a human, and it causes irritations, asthma. People with asthma, they will have difficulty in breathing. And old people, young people, they can't sustain because of their immunity, low immunity. And you can see with air, wind, it's going to spread all over. It's not going to stay there only. And the next pic. This is in our Hyderabad. So our Hyderabad is no more an excuse. Even it is happening even in our Hyderabad. There are studies, surfactants. These are the things which cause the foam. We have been mentally brainwashed. Without foam, it is not going to be clean. That is a myth. Without foam, we can clean. That is what I want to show today. And majorly, it is soaps, detergents, cosmetics that enter into the lakes via sewage, reducing the surface tension. When the surface tension is reduced, it is very difficult to the lake ecosystem to thrive back. It is very difficult to revive it. And next, untreated sewage, high phosphorus organic load like feces, urine. We think chemicals just come through our chemical things that we are using, but even the pills that we are taking, like whoever is taking pills, even they turn into chemicals, and when we poop it, definitely it is going to end in the sewage itself. Again, it is like a complete um, havoc that is creating mess inside. It's very difficult, even the organisms in it, to thrive and make it into a good one. So this is causing fuel for the bacterial growth and stabilizing the foam. Next. Authorities focus on industrial effluents. It is easy because industries are easily to find out. But how can they focus individual house? How can they go and fight individual house? No, you don't use this, you use this. They can't say, right? They can't reach each and every person's house and they control your output. It is very difficult to treat a sewage coming from individual houses. This is saying tackling massive domestic waste is the greatest challenge for them. If you see, what are the consequences? Toxicity, as I told, when it comes in contact to the skin, it will cause irritation, it is going to enter into your eyes, it can blur your vision. There are many possibilities. It is causing large extent of damage to humans, and fire catching through the foam, because it is an inflammable material, it will catch fire very easily. Next, algal bloom. If you see here, there is a green liquid. The fish is there, right? This fish is dead. Can anyone say why this fish is dead? Yeah, so whatever chemicals we are using, the detergent plays a major role. In that, there is a element called phosphorus. This phosphorus is a rich food for this algae to grow. They outgrow so much that they take the oxygen, whatever is there in the water, for themselves to grow more and more, and there will be no oxygen left for the marine species to sustain in. So they eventually die. And next, aquatic ecosystem damage, that is called eutrophication. Okay, choking aquatic life to death. This is causing the death of aquatic life. It's not just the animals, even the plants, they can't grow, they can't sustain in such an environment. It will become a very unhealthy environment. The pathogens invade, all the other beneficial things will be destroyed, and whatever unwanted things will be taking their path. Next. If you see, as I told, this is called algal bloom. This is called toxic algae because it is killing marine life, starving the water of oxygen. It is a studies. It is not just a word that I am saying. It is proven. And there is another thing with these chemicals, the packaging. Every time we buy a chemical product, it is going to end in the landfill, right? And no one is going to wash the box properly and they throw, right? And landfills are like mountains. And one point of the day when the mountain grows higher and higher, they dump into the oceans. So all these things, again, they end up in the ocean. So we are causing so much of plastic pollution, and this chemical is again entering into the ocean and causing this marine life at the greatest threat, not just in the lakes and rivers, even it is going to reach the oceans as well. Next. Cleaning with chemicals. Residue even after wash, consuming long term can cause cancers. There are substances which can cause cancers. So before that, I would like to say our skin is the largest organ in our body. And this has a tendency to absorb everything. For example, when you apply oil to your hair, is that hair taking or your scalp taking your oil? Your scalp, right? It is underneath your hair follicles which will be strengthened. In the same way, if you have a pain, you apply balm to your head. The pain is something not superficial, right? It is internal. So when we apply the balm, the pain will be relieved. That means the skin is going to absorb whatever we are applying on it. So, okay. So here, The chemicals, whatever we are using for washing plates or your clothes, everything, they are going to remain on that. They are not going to wash away completely. They are going to enter into our food. Whenever we are touching, it's going to enter through our body, through the skin directly first. Okay? And then even in the plates that we are eating, there will be a residue of all these chemicals that's going to enter into our body. Our body is so beautiful. It has so many microbes which is constantly working for us. That is the reason whatever the toxicity that is entering into our body is being revived by these microbes. There are many studies where they say there is 70 to 80 to 90 different percentage body is made up of microbes. The rest is flesh. Okay, even the skin over here, there is a lot of microbes. These microbes are constantly working on our body, which is making this toxicity to eliminate. And when we are using these chemicals, we are not directly impacted on the same minute. It will be happening eventually in a long run. It's like a slow poison. We might not be aware also. And as I told, it is not just affecting us, even our leg systems also. And if you see every vessel, every fabric, every inch of the floor, every piece that touched chemical will leave a residue. I want 3 volunteers to come onto the stage. There is a small experiment I want to conduct. Any of them, 3, please. Someone is willing for a challenging volunteering, a challenging experiment? Yes, please. Okay. Your name?
Padmaja.
Santosh.
I am Vishal.
Whenever you wash your hand, what do you experience? Like you feel fresh with Dettol? You feel good? Yeah? Okay. Let us try now. Just before that, smell your hand once. Did you wash your hand with Dettol in the morning? Soap, okay, anything, any chemical that you're using in your house, yes? Do you smell the same thing now? No. But if we wash immediately, we are going to smell it. Why? Because our microbes are constantly working to remove that toxicity, whatever is entering into our body, and some amount is going to enter into our body and go into our bloodstreams. And just wash your hand with this. Yeah, it is water is. You can use your both hands. Slow, slow, slow. No. Wait. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, no, 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 don't. Just scrub your hand with both the hands. And just see, I have given very little. You can see the lot of foam coming into his hand. You can show like this to them. Okay. And everyone have to count now. He will be pouring the water. And let's see at what count he will be finishing his washing his hand. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is it done? Gone? Okay, 15, 16, 17. Okay. You're done? Yeah. Once again, you scrub your hand properly. You just check how is your hand. Still it is there, right? There are little foams in your hand, right?
Yeah, I can feel.
Okay. Now again you can scrub. You feel that slimy thing coming into your hand?
I can still feel it.
Now it is gone? So it is not going to go unless you wipe with a towel. How many of you remember during COVID time, there was like people saying, telling in the TV also, whenever you wash your hand, do wipe with towel. So they are exporting their business because even they know that virus is not going to go with the Dettol they are selling. Okay? That is actually going to stick to your hand like that only. They consistently mentioned it. They just didn't ask you to wash your hands. They also told to wipe with the towel as soon as you washed. Okay? And that is the reason if the residue is going to stay in your hand, the virus will not go. To be frank, just water, washing with your water is much far better than any other soap or Dettol that you are using in your house. That is having greater potency to clean your hands than any other thing. We don't need any extra soap for washing your hands unless it is soiled. Okay? If it is a normal hand, you don't need to wash with Dettol before you eat or do any other work. It is unnecessarily killing beneficial microbes in your hand. It is washing away all those things, and that's the reason your hand gets rough, dry very frequently. Okay? And yes. Yeah. This is a surf. Okay, we will see how long this would take. Would you like to? Yeah. I'll be giving only a pinch of it. Pour a little water in his hand. Wet it. Yes, enough. Scrub with 2 hands. Yeah. Just little water. You want some more? Okay. That's enough, right? Okay. Pour water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is it gone? Can you scrub again? Again it's coming. Okay. So this count is not going to end. It is still coming. Okay. So these are the witness. I am not doing any magic here. It is direct. And it is for sure surf, right?
Surf, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Water also consuming more.
Yeah, water is also consuming more. That's what I'm saying. It requires more water as well, water contamination. Okay. The same thing is happening here. And we all wash our vessels, right? So all these things I borrowed from others. Okay, so to experiment little I got. You can try one. This one. Yeah. So the vessel that we wash, most of them might be having maids, right? They wouldn't take much long to wash your vessels, right? I'm sure, very sure, because they'll have other work, they have to rush back to their work. Yeah. Do you smell it?
Yeah, Inka smell.
He can smell it. Whatever he washed right now, he can smell it. Yeah. Everyone can smell. Yeah, you can wash. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Still you get? Balloons are coming. Okay. That is what foam, the effect of foam. Okay. So this count is going to go. So no chemical is an excuse. No chemical is safe. Even if there is any brand saying it is natural, check for the ingredients. Any foaming agent, if it is having any foaming agent in its ingredients, it is definitely not organic, not eco-friendly at all. Don't go with the myth, only if it foams, it is clean. So this is the bioenzyme made up, I just infused in this soap nut liquid. We'll see how it works, okay? That's it. scrub your hand. You can pour little water. Want some more? Yeah. You can see that foam is, whatever foam he absorbed into his hand, it's going to come out now. You can experience that. You can show them. The foam, it is coming back. Whatever is being absorbed through his skin, it is going to come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is done, right? You can smell now. How does it smell? So he can smell this, yeah.
Water also almost
Yeah.
70%.
Yes. So it is less than 10 count. Actually, because he is having previous foam in his hand, it took so long. Within 5 count, it will be done. If anyone is want to come onto the stage, experience it, any one person, anyone, yes, please come. So this is how I infused soap nuts. There are soap nuts in this. I don't know if it is visible. So you can use that. We can use a I think I should rush. Just 5 minutes. Okay, just wash properly. No problem. It will not foam. It will not foam. Yeah, now you pour the water. Pour. You wash your hand. Wash your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it done? Okay. Now you can smell. How does it smell?
Soap nut. It just smells like soap nut.
So this smell also doesn't last long. It will go in within few minutes. So here is the magic of this bioenzyme. This will not leave any residue. Okay, it can be used in any form. Many of them think we can't wash oil utensils using this bioenzyme. So here is something I bought. This is an oil utensil. Okay, we will be making it on spot, the mixture without any premix. Let's try and see. Okay. So I'm going to add little soap nut powder. Yeah, this is soap nut powder. Little bioenzyme. Yes. Bioenzyme acts as a conditioner. Using just soap nut might make your hand dry quickly. So this bioenzyme will make it conditioning and preservative also. It will last long. And yes, and little water. So this is the mixture I made in front of you. And anyone can scrub. You can just do like this. Is it gone?
Yeah.
So it's completely gone. So there is no myth that bioenzymes can't clean. Bioenzymes in different infusion methods, it is very easy. It's just soap nut powder. It is easily available at every place. Even soap nuts, directly you can infuse like this and make a soap nut liquid. So this is how this bioenzyme is going to help at a greater level. And this is something, can just hold. You can show them once. So this is the ragi plate and it will clean excellently. Okay? Just few drops. Yes, you just scrub with that. Scrub, scrub. Yeah, just wash it off. Austrian level. Austrian level. Enough. It is gone. Adala kanipistundi. You can see this white layer.
Yeah, it's going. The white layer is visible.
It is so. This bioenzyme cleans our brass, copper, and silver very effectively, very easily, without any effort. And now you can see, just in short time, this is shining, right? With less water. It didn't took much water also. And yes, and next slide. Thank you. So this is loofah. This is an alternate that I have used to wash. Okay, this is very like everyone gets crotchbite, everything that is made up of plastic. That will be releasing lot of microplastic into our water streams. So this is very affordable. With one loofah, we can cut into small pieces and use it for almost more than 2 to 3 months. Next. Soil pollution. The major reasons are industrial. Let's see. These chemicals. Chemicals include industrial waste, domestic and agriculture chemicals, improper waste disposal. Just with chemicals, soil is polluted in these 3 forms. In our house itself, apart from these rare things like paints, firework, fuel and furniture, along with our paints, once we paint, it's going to release those chemicals up to 2 to 3 years in our house. So the cosmetics, insecticides, pesticides, all these are constantly releasing chemicals, and those are entering into our drainage system, into our body, into the air, everything. Next. So there is only one solution for all the above mentioned problems that I told now. That's bioenzyme. So bioenzyme is going to make all these problems solved. Next. So let's do the preparation. For that we need a container with preparation. So we need a container with which has a broad mouth, okay? And next what we need is peels. Okay, the peels, usually citric bioenzyme is something famous for everyone, but Dr. Rusunok, whoever invented, she didn't coin it as citric bioenzyme, but she coined it as garbage enzyme. She wanted to convert our kitchen waste into something which we can use for cleaning, like vinegar. Okay, that is the reason she invented this thing. And later this is a myth which came into existence, only citric bioenzyme, because citric has acid which will be cleaning effectively. That is the reason citric bioenzyme gained the popularity. But the more diversity, the more potency. For example, permaculture or monoculture, which is best? Definitely permaculture, right? The same thing applies here. And we are going to add those peels into this. And we have to check whether the container is airtight or not. To check that, we need to add a little water into this. Okay, wait. So, yeah. You have to add water into it. Close the lid. Close. And tilt it. Tilt like this. You can see there is water leakage. So then it is not airtight. This is an anaerobic process, this bioenzyme. So this need to be airtight container. If you don't have an airtight container, that's absolutely okay. You can use a cover like this, which is stretchable, and close the lid. And yes. And this will become airtight. And now if you tilt and see, there is no water leakage, right? And now into this we need to add the peels. So all kinds of peels I'm adding. You can see lemon, onion peels, yellow cucumber, orange, even banana peel. So there is no restriction. This is called garbage enzyme, and my Guruji coined it as mother culture. So this is more potent. Okay, whenever, and this is going to, can be a great culture for our next batches. Whenever you are trying to make next batch, you can be specific. You can just make citric bioenzyme because it is more acidic, cleans well. And this is the jaggery. You have to use brown jaggery only, not the bleached one, or molasses. Okay, this is the food for the microbes in it to grow, to fight, and to eat this organic matter and convert into a magic liquid that is going to come after 3 months. So every 10 days, for first 10 days, you need to release the gases. So so you have to keep it in a place where there is no direct sunlight, under your kitchen cabinet anyway. And then you have to release gases for first 10 days, twice a day, and next 10 days once, and next 10 days alternate days. And other 2 months you have to keep it aside, nothing to do. And what is this is the container. We are choosing this container because the wide mouth is recommended, because adding and taking of pills will be easy. If you are using small one, it will be difficult. And there should be a 15% space left in the top. The gases will be released. This will be, we should be
India, VeganFestival, Ahimsa Alliance, Paima. This festival is for all the vegans and the non-vegans. It has more than 32 food stalls, beauty, cruelty-free products, sustainability, and different kind of activities, fun activities. Also, we'll be having fit.
So these are the various way we use, and this is my journey. And yeah, I have made these batches of bioenzyme. Next. And all my journey was helped through with my Guruji, Shailendra Garu. He helped me a lot to learn more about it, and to be this position today. Next. And these are the workshops that I have conducted in various places, and this is my brother who helped me through this Samantha. So this, I have a brand, Ashwada Solutions, where I have 2 plans we can discuss. Whoever interested can come to me, and I will be giving a broad way. I will be conducting such workshops also in your community if you need. I will be coming to there as well. And this is a large batch of bioenzyme we can make in your space, where you just need to give 1 minute time of your day in your daily life. And I just forgot to say one thing. This, when we add the previous bioenzyme, your bioenzyme will ready in 1 month to 40 days. It doesn't take much long when you add previous bioenzyme. Next. Okay, so Ashwada Solutions, it does not only meets 3R, reduce, reuse and recycle. Next. So it also replaces all our chemicals in our house and replenishing our soil back. Okay, it is replenishing our lakes. Why this bioenzyme is so special? Because 1 liter of bioenzyme can decontaminate 1,000 liters of drainage water. And there is a study proven that this bioenzyme is helpful in reducing lake frothing as well. If every person in the domestic are using these bioenzymes instead of chemicals, they will be giving greater, service to the nature, and they will be reducing this foam, and it will be creating a greater ecosystem. We are a part of nature. We have to live in harmony. That is the main motto. And my vision is Sanatana Dharma, circular economy. I reuse the bottles. I don't buy them. I collect and I reuse and I wash it and then I give. And just okay. So this is bioenzyme is related to veganism. Definitely, because unknowingly or knowingly, because of this foam, we are spoiling our lakes, right? That is causing algal bloom. Algal bloom is again causing choking effect to the animals and they are dying. So removing chemicals in our daily life creates a greater impact, and that will be helpful for us as well as the animals. That's it. Is it done? Last slide. Is it done?
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ramya, for this insightful session. I would request Ramya to present a memento to Dr. Ramya. I hope everybody found this session informative, and it would encourage you to go for eco-friendly alternatives and start using bioenzymes instead of chemical cleaners in your daily life. Also, please do check out Vishwa Foundation. They make bioenzymes as well. They have come at our festival, so please do check out their bioenzymes.
Meat industries. This festival gives the opportunity for the non-vegans to understand a plant-based lifestyle and thrive on a vegan lifestyle. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, this is Suraj, founder of Vegans of Telangana. The KindCarnival Hyderabad Vegan Festival is sponsored by World Vegan Vision, organized by Vegans of Telangana and supported by India, We the Free, Ahimsa Alliance, Paima. This festival is for all the vegans and the non-vegans.
Give a big round of applause for Dr. Ramya for such an insightful and educational session that's going to really help in our day-to-day life. So moving on with the KindCarnival Vegan Festival, the agenda for next is a power-packed performance and a panel discussion by some of the great minds in our society. तो एक सवाल करना चाहूँगा, जो भी लोग यहाँ पे आए हैं, कोई सोशल मीडिया पे एडवर्टाइजमेंट देख के आया है, कोई ऑन द स्पॉट आया है, कोई अपने फ्रेंड्स के थ्रू आया है, कोई फैमिली मेंबर्स के थ्रू है, तो सबसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहूँगा, ऐसी क्या चीज़ है जो बांटने से बढ़ती है? Anyone? What is the thing that grows when we share? Anyone? Yes, ma'am. Love. Knowledge, Gyan. Give a big round of applause. The lady sitting there. Can you give a hi to me? What's your name, ma'am? Give a big round of applause for Mrs. Padmavati. She gave a specific and correct answer. The knowledge, ज्ञान वही चीज है जो बांटने से बढ़ती है. तो यही अभी स्टेज पे होगा some power packed knowledge का डांस. यह बात होगी न्यूट्रिशन की, वेलनेस की और उन ब्रेक्स की जो आप जिम में 2 मिनट के नाम पे 20 मिनट लेते हो. Let's welcome our powerhouse speakers, and remember, knowledge is the only thing that grows when you share it. We have with us today Abhishek Devar, vegan bodybuilder. He is a dedicated vegan bodybuilder who that peak performance can be achieved on a 100% plant-based diet. Give a big round of applause for Abhishek Devar. Through discipline, training, and conscious nutrition, he inspires people to choose compassion without compromising on health and muscle gains. Our next panelist, Ram. जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत कीजिए त्रिलोक राम का. He is a dietitian and nutrition educator with over 10. Trilok Ram is a renowned dietitian and a YouTuber behind the channel Nutritional Perspectives. He focuses on managing chronic health conditions through diet, highlighting the power of plant-based nutrition for long-term wellness, healing, and sustainable living. Next on the panel, we have our very own activist. He is the health coach and a diet expert. Please welcome Mr. Ram Prasad, seasoned health coach and expert in diet, guiding individuals toward better health through mindful eating and sustainable lifestyle choices. His approach focuses on practical nutrition, balanced habits, and long-term wellness. Get ready for a mind-opening panel. Mr. Ram Prasad will be our moderator for the discussion. ये सिर्फ टॉक नहीं, एक ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. Handing over to Mr. Ram Prasad.
Hello. Thank you, Avishkar, for a great introduction to a power-packed panel discussion. Okay, this is one discussion I myself have been looking forward to for a long time. It is very rare that you get to meet such experts. One, a performance expert, a vegan bodybuilder, and another, an expert on diet or dietitian. Okay.
Has more than 32 food stalls, beauty, cruelty-free products, sustainability, and different kind of.
Okay, thank you for the seating arrangement.
Also, we'll be having fitness challenge.
Okay, so I have heavyweights, one on the left, another on the right. Okay, today we'll cover some 5 key areas, some of the on the top of the minds of many people, particularly some of us who are active vegans, which means we work out regularly, we believe in workouts, exercise, and doing some movement on a daily basis. And frequently we have the challenges or doubts about our performance as well as recovery. So today's topic will focus on the vegan aspects of health and nutrition, particularly coming to performance and recovery. Okay, first let's start off about the fuel and the timing. The first part I would like to ask, starting with Abhishek, is what matters more? Is it what we eat or when we eat?
It's the both, I would say, because right now in the fitness industry, everybody used to just focus on the calorie restriction, calorie counting, and they used to believe in calorie in and calorie out, right? Everything used to be calories, but now even the science says, even if you're doing a calorie deficit, if it is done in a circadian pattern, it's the best.
Okay.
Okay, so that answers your question of when we eat, right? So if you follow a circadian rhythm, that is always good. It doesn't matter if you're doing a bulk, if you're doing a cut, if you're an athlete, make sure your diet and the calorie restrictions and the entire diet is planned according to the circadian rhythm. And yes, obviously what we eat is also important. A whole food plant-based diet and vegan, I would not say vegan because veganism is a movement. So a plant-based diet is always responsible for faster recovery, I would say, and peak performance. Talking about recovery, I'll talk about my case because yesterday a lot of people were asking about my story, and Bhaskar was also talking, but he didn't tell you the exact story. So I'm vegan for 13 years, and after the 6th and the 7th year, unfortunately, and I would pray this doesn't happen to anybody, I met with an accident where I almost lost my life. I broke my bones and broke my nerves from the left leg, tibia, fibula, and all the nerves, okay? If I wasn't operated in the next 24 hours, I would have to amputate my left leg, and if that was missed, I guess I would have been not here sitting with you all. So it was pure God's grace, and yes, they operated at the very right time, and it is called compartment syndrome. This left leg was completely hanging. Okay, so tibia, fibula, and the nerves both were broken. I was in the ICU for 2 days, and I had no sensation in my left leg, and luckily 3rd day there was sensation and I was saved. I was moved to the ward where everybody was asking me to eat chicken and eggs because that was what available in the hospital, and I refused to eat everything. I had my clients delivering my meals in the hospital, and I had my tofu, everything coming in the hospital, and 1 week I was silent. I ate what I got, and the next day I got discharged. There is a cafe in Bangalore. It's India's very first whole food plant-based cafe called Just Be. They came in board, and they planned my meals, and they sent me meals for 7 months. And you won't believe, in 6, doctor said the recovery is almost 8 months. I will take to walk, and in 3 months I was deadlifting 100 kilos.
Wow, that's really amazing. So
and
that
yeah,
is something
so
about recovery.
that's the leg. You can see the scars.
Oh my God. Oh, I can see this so close.
Yeah. So it's a very
unbelievable.
basic thing that people don't understand. Like just one small example.
Live
Go and
music,
drink dairy
singing,
milk.
dancing. So it's an entertainment theme. This festival is full of
Cow's milk has 125 mg calcium, and same 200 ml of sesame milk has 925 mg calcium, 9 times more calcium. Then why would I choose a cow's milk? I would always have a sesame milk. That was I was doing, and within 6 weeks my doctor asked, what is that you're doing? And Game Changers had released, and they said me, we are witnessing the game changes in the real life, and after that they never suggested meat and dairy products to any of their patients.
Wow, that's really amazing. That talks about real performance on recovery. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, now let's ask Trilok, what is your take on timing or what we eat? When we eat or what we eat? Which matters more?
Hello all. I think he answered it right. Timings are also important, and what you eat is also important. So if timings are not too extreme, if you're finishing your meals by 8:30, 9 p.m., I think what you eat matters more. So it has to be balanced, at least 0.8 grams of protein per kg of ideal body weight, and all the vitamins and minerals, fiber. So if you're planning it properly, I think that's the focus. I mean, that's the area where you have to focus more.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think we are unanimous in saying that, okay, both matter, so we settled that question. Okay, now let's move on to the big one, which everyone asks undoubtedly. I'm sure you can guess that, and that's nothing but the protein. Everyone says, okay, do I get enough protein? One is the quantity of protein, second is the quality, or should we focus on reducing the inflammation? So let's get this answered because protein is a top of the mind question for everyone.
So whenever this, I'm not talking about it, whenever this question comes me in general, right? Do you even get protein as a vegan? There is only one response that I do. Obviously, yesterday I removed my t-shirt and the people have seen. But when this question comes, I only do one thing. Do you think we lack protein? It's a 17-inch bicep. That's the example that protein is never the problem. It depends on how you plan it and how you eat. For example, few people eat a lot of sprouts and legumes, and then they end up purine-rich foods, and they end up having their uric acid high. Some people eat a lot of soy chunks together. Again, it's a processed food. You know? Obviously non-GMO, but the more you stick to the natural form, it's much better. So for me, it's always tofu. Tofu is my favorite. Then now we have chickpea tofu and all that stuff. So yes, the protein matters. And we call something as PDCAA score, the absorption score. You know, what the people say it is more in whey protein, it's more in animal products. But it's exactly the same in all the plant-based protein powders that is available today. And even in the vegan diet, because obviously I showed you. So if someone says that, you know, you're not going to get all the amino acids, I would just say ignore it. You just need a good dietitian and a good trainer, and your job is done.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's hear the dietitian's point of view. I'm sure you would have made diet plans for so many people. And so do you strictly recommend how much of protein per day, and then what quality, quantity, and or do you focus on reducing inflammation?
Okay, so protein, most of us keep hearing that plant proteins lack some amino acids, but it's not true. All plants have all amino acids, but not at the same level as meat, because meat is biologically so similar to human flesh, it has almost the same levels of amino acids. But when it comes to plants, for example, you take cereal grains, so you have low lysine and adequate amount of methionine in it. But if you combine it with lentils, any beans or any dals, which have good amounts of lysine, and so it complements the cereals. So if you're combining these, you hit the leucine level, your methionine level is normal, and it has adequate leucine, and there is no problem. So if you're consuming at least 45 grams of protein per day, you will hit all the minimum required amino acid levels through a plant-based diet. If your protein is coming from 50% cereals and 50% legumes, there won't be any problem. But that is just borderline, getting 45 grams of protein per day. But if you are going by RDA levels of protein, the recommended levels, like 0.8 grams of protein per kg of ideal body weight. So if somebody is, let's say, 75 kg of ideal weight, 0.8 is 60 grams protein. So if you're consuming 60 grams at that weight, you are in amino acid surplus. You are way above than the minimum recommended levels. So there is no protein deficiency if you're consuming enough calories from right foods.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's.
So coming to that point, a lot of people in the audience, because since I have come, everybody is asking me the same question about protein. Like, I am a runner, how much should I take? And somebody is like, I want to build muscle, how much? So when it comes to fitness, sports, and performance, protein is really hyped. I would tell you the exact number, because I am a bodybuilder, and I know what's happening in the industry. People are eating 300 grams, 400 grams of protein, I don't know, 1 kilo of chicken breast every day. It's going insane. It's not only about bodybuilding, it's any strength-based sports. That is what people are doing. Even in athletics, any sport, people are doing that. But it's insane. Even science doesn't support that. Yeah, I would tell you the exact number. If you're physically active, if you're a gym goer, like Sir said, 0.8, 1 gram, 1.2 gram is going to, per kilo is going to do very good for you. Okay, and now the goal is, if you're into sports, if you want to build muscle mass, I would say I go up to only 1.6, 1.8 gram, and I'm 94 kilo, 10% body fat bodybuilder. I go only max while gaining and around 1.6, 1.8, but it takes a lot of years for your gut to get ready for that. So I would say 1.2 to 1.5 is very enough. 1.6 superb. And the research says that when you come to strength and conditioning, research says that when you are in a fat loss process, obviously the calories restriction is there. When you reduce carbs and limit the fat, the protein has to go high because protein burns the maximum amount of calories, right? Thermogenic process. So the research says up to 2.2 gram per kilo has not shown any disadvantage in your renal function, in your kidney function. But what I said just now, the industry is going up to 3 gram per kilo is very insane. I believe 2.2 is also not needed. For a sport like me, what I am doing, bodybuilding, where only muscle mass is important, I go up to 2.2 gram. That too only yearly. Out of 12 months, I do that only for 2 months. So my kidney is still safe. The people are going insane. If you're in an extreme space, please stick to 2 gram per kilo max. But if you're a normal individual, like Sir said, 0.8, 1 gram is very good. If you're very active, 1.2 gram. And if you're into sports, go up to 1.5 gram, 1.6 gram per kilo. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. That's a good guideline for those people based on our individual needs. We finally have to choose our own pick. Okay, now let's get to another question many of us have in our mind. Some of the vegans say that, okay, I'm low on energy, I'm low on fatigue, and I'm experiencing fatigue. Okay, what are the common gaps we see in nutrition with respect to this aspect, energy and fatigue?
So I'm a coach since more than a decade now. There is a number of consultations I have done. I would talk about both male and female, vegan and non-vegan. The main common issue that I have seen in females is iron deficiency, and I'm not talking only about vegans. I'm talking about both. This has to do more about awareness and not because of vegan and non-vegan. It is about performance. So they feel weak when they are in iron deficient, and obviously right now 9 people out of 10 are deficient in vitamin D in today's state. B12, it's again not only vegan, non-vegans are also B12 deficient. I do so many consultations. I see all the non-vegans deficient in B12. So I don't know where this argument is coming from that if you're vegan, you're B12 deficient. So yeah, these things. And apart from that, like if you're physically active, there are certain RDAs, recommended dietary allowance that you need for zinc and magnesium. For zinc, for example, a male needs 7 mg a day, and female needs 7 mg a day, and a male needs 11 mg a day. And when it comes to iron, for male it's 8 mg a day, and female it is 18 mg a day. And magnesium is same for everyone, 400 mg a day. That's the only micronutrient that can never be covered through the diet. So these things are very important: zinc, magnesium, iron, B12 and vitamin D. Apart from this, if you are going through any serious injuries, please take care of your omega-3. Talking about omega-3, you need 1.1 gram of ALA. ALA is converted into EPA and DHA. So they say, the research says, whatever amount of omega-3 that a non-vegan is consuming, suppose that, like I said, 1.1 gram, that is almost 1000 mg of ALA, a vegan would need 10% more. 10% more of ALA, just 10%, okay? Is hardly anything. 10% more of ALA to get converted into EPA and DHA, because the vegan sources converting to EPA and DHA is a little less. So it's not much, it's just 10%. You just have 1 spoon of flaxseed more. You're sorted. So yeah, that's about recovery. Again, I'm telling zinc, magnesium, iron, B12, we have vitamin D, and if you're going through any injury, omega-3. That's it.
Yeah, that's a good checklist for all of us to keep in mind, that we need to see that those gaps are covered so that we don't get into the question of, okay, vegans or non-vegans. I think both experience the same. I think from your experience, from your various patients, what are the common gaps we face from a nutrition perspective? Fatigue and low energy.
Yeah, for fatigue and low energy, yes, I mean, as he pointed, hemoglobin is very important, so iron deficiency can cause fatigue. And on top of this, good hydration is very important. If you're not hydrating well, if you're consuming less than, say, 2 liters of water, ideally you should be consuming at least 2.5 liters of water every day. But it's not just water, you need electrolytes too, otherwise you will feel fatigued. So make sure you are, drinking some coconut water or electrolytes, these things. And fatigue can also be caused by some underlying problems like lack of sleep, poor gut health, and hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism, I think, is the major reason for the weakness or fatigue or depression in a lot of people. Maybe, people who are depressed, 70-80% of them, it is because of hypothyroidism, even borderline malfunctioning. So for thyroid, you need to fix your gut first, because 30-40% of conversion of T4 to T3 happens in the gut. So that conversion needs good gut health. So you need the right kind of probiotics in your diet. So that will take care of the fatigue in other areas as well. So other things, you need zinc, iron, then vitamin B12, selenium, zinc for good thyroid production. So make sure you check these levels, consult your doctor, or you can consult me if you have fatigue issues and if you're on a plant-based diet. So,
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to add one more thing for hydration. Like Sir said, 2.5 liters, that's very good, because in the people who are active, there's a common myth, people go up to directly 6 liters, 7 liters. I know people who are doing that. I know vegans who are doing that. I know activists who are doing it. They've told me that they're drinking 6-7 liters. That's insane. Yeah. So the RDA, like recommended dietary allowance, obviously it is depending on person to person and in your activity level. But yes, female needs 3 liters of a day, male 4 liters, and if you're pregnant 3.4, and if you're lactating 3.8. That's the general guideline, and like I said, it depends on person to person and your activity. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, let's put everything into a quick summary. And if there is one change and a vegan diet we have to make, okay, let's get the 1-point summary or 1-point advice from each one. Okay, let's go to Mr. Trilok first. What is that 1-point summary we would advise anyone who is on a vegan diet for a good performance and recovery?
it's very tough to say, pick one point.
One habit to start off.
One habit, like in nutrition?
Yeah, anything related to whatever helps on a vegan diet. Yeah.
So you're saying once you transition to a plant-based diet, what should be the first thing that you have to take care of?
Yeah. Okay.
That's.
Yeah.
Hello. I think once you go completely plant-based, I think the first thing you will have to obviously take care of is your B12. It's not that, people who eat meat and eggs get a lot of B12, because in our clinical practice, we see a lot of patients who come for surgeries and regularly. So they're not necessarily, vegan, but we see a lot of deficiency. I mean, we had one patient who eats chicken 3 times a day, but still her vitamin B12 levels were very low. So if your chicken is not getting B12 fed, then you are not getting it, because all the modern urbanization, the animals are also not getting B12 naturally. They are being fed through supplements. So, once you go completely plant-based, I think your first step should be taking care of vitamin B12. Then, yeah, I mean, there are other things also, but this is, I think, the most important thing.
Okay, great. Yeah, because the idea of putting 1 point is that, okay, let's start somewhere, and so that slowly we build more and more. Okay, I will ask the same question to Abhishek also, that what is that first thing or the one important habit you would advise for people to start off at least for a good performance and recovery on a vegan diet?
So if you want to live a good life and till the time you die and lie on bed, if you want to walk on your own feet and you want to live a good quality of life, have a longevity, there are only 2 things that are going to contribute to that. One is exercise, the second one is nutrition. The nutrition, I guess, sir has told, and we have talked enough about nutrition. Exercise is medicine, any form of exercise, depending upon age groups. For example, children's rigorous exercise of 1 hour every day. When you're above it, around 11 to 13, I guess, cognitive function is developing, so you need to involve in agility-based sports. when you are aged 13 to 18, puberty starts hitting and the growth hormones are increasing. Please involve in a strength-based sport or strength training. Above 18 years old, again, weight training, resistance training is the number one. Yeah, and then after 30, like yesterday I explained, male and female both lose 1% muscle mass every year. Females starts losing 2% of bone mass after the age of 35, and by the age of 45 they hit, there is menopause, where the body becomes completely opposite. Instead of gynoid pattern, they switch to android pattern, which is instead of putting on fat in the lower thighs, how they're naturally built, the physiological changes only goes opposite. Females start putting fat around their abdomen more once they're reaching menopause. And apart from this, all the diseases, comorbidity diseases, there is only one factor affecting every disease, that is obesity and overweight. And like I said, for every thing, there is only one answer, one solution: exercise. Exercise is medicine. Please move yourself, get yourself sunlight, be active and eat and have a good sleep. Thank you.
Okay, that's a great advice. So we have to pick one thing from Trilok. It is B12. I think almost many of us might be falling deficient. Please take care of that. That would be a very important first habit to check out. And as Abhishek says, exercise is also important. We put so much emphasis on nutrition, but exercise is equally important. Okay, thanks a lot for great insights from great experts. I think we'll take one or two questions from the audience. This is your chance to ask any critical questions that's bothering you. Please raise your hand. Someone would come and
Anything, creatine, protein, please ask. That's the most common two questions I've been getting since yesterday.
Yeah, please raise your hand so we can take one or two quick questions. Any questions on diet or nutrition, about on a weekend diet? What are your challenges you are facing?
Very good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
I just want to ask a question. What about a baby need to take regarding a vegans, like small babies from the newborn, so who are not having a mother milk or anything? What's the care to take?
I guess sir will answer it better. I'm a sport nutritionist and he's a dietitian, so he's more qualified to answer that question.
I think if it's an infant, then obviously a pediatrician should advise. So there are instant formulas that doesn't have any dairy in it. So you can consider giving the supplements again on the advice of a pediatrician. Apart from that, I mean, once they start eating food, then you can start, some purees, like for example, bell peppers and sweet potato mashed properly. It's a good, nutrition for them. Like that, there are so many ideas. So, but again, I mean, there are so many restrictions since, infants' nutritional needs are very different. So it has to come from a pediatrician. Yes. So if you have any other specific questions, yeah, you can ask us.
Want to ask the vegan beast. My husband is a gym person. He want to eat a protein, but he was not eating a protein on the plant-based or vegan-based. He's going into some other. So what are the alternate products he can use to get a body like you? Because I have a daughter, he want to become a bouncer in the future for her purpose. So to get a body like a bouncer, what the most vegan products for using?
Okay, you have a really interesting goal.
Yeah. So I guess, ma'am, it's not only about protein, it's a proper balanced diet of, it also needs to have a good amount of carbs. If he wants to become a bouncer, it's all about size. And size doesn't come only from protein. It is 60% carbohydrates and good quality of protein. So for example, like you said, your husband is switching to the non-veg and all that stuff. So you have to see what is switching. Chicken, egg, they are lean sources of protein, right? So if you come vegan, in vegan, the lean sources of protein are tofu, soy, seitan, tempeh. So you can choose these sources. They are pure protein. And then you have protein like sattu, chickpeas, which is rajma, which is 1:2 ratio. If it has 15 grams of protein, it will have 30 grams of carbs. And if the goal is bouncer, I guess it should not matter at all. They can have plenty of rajma, chickpeas, tofu, everything. And they'll have a good amount of size. Yeah? Thank you.
Yeah. So one point to add on that. So if, let's say somebody has a habit of taking a protein supplement, so they're taking whey protein, but when you say, you take pea protein, so they might be, thinking that pea protein is inferior to whey protein. But if you look at the amino acid profile, they're almost the same. I mean, you just Google it, just compare the amino acid profile of peas and amino acid profile of whey, and there's so many articles that come up saying they're almost identical. So there is no difference if they're consuming, 30-40 grams of whey protein or 30-40 grams of pea protein, provided if it's a good brand, good quality. That's my point.
What about to that if your husband starts eating soy product and if anybody tells soy is going to give him man boobs or estrogen, testosterone is going to go low? I'm that example. Yeah? Yeah. Because I am consuming, right now I'm consuming 400 grams of tofu a day. Right before that, till last month I was consuming 600 grams of tofu a day. I'm an athlete. Researches doesn't apply to me and like your husband goal is when you're physically active and your body is demanding so much, the research is completely different. 60 kg needs 1 kilo of soy. 60 kg person needs a 1 kilo of soy so that the estrogen goes up. So nobody is eating 1 kilo of soy. Come on. I am eating 600 grams max. So yeah.
I just changed him from a non-vegetarian to vegetarian, like giving this soya and like this, so that he can change
Yes, you
him.
can prefer soy products. Just try to keep it to tofu. Soy chunks maybe a little less. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. I think.
I have one question for Abhishek sir.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, I want to know, are there any plant-based sources for creatine apart from supplements? Where exactly is creatine sourced from?
Creatine, see, it actually comes from meat. But if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, creatine, yes, creatine. First of all, creatine is the only supplement in the world which has been maximum researched after caffeine. Okay, and it is completely safe to take because if you see the number of cases of old age, it is of falling. And you should understand what is the function of creatine. Creatine doesn't hold the subcutaneous water inside the skin. It holds water inside the muscle. Muscle is 70% water and you need that. You need that muscle tightness. So whether you're working out, whether you're not working out, give it to your parents, give it to your grandparents, you need creatine. Now, being a vegan depends on body to body. If you're following a high protein diet, this is what science says. And practically, I would say for me, creatine never suits me. If I supplement myself with creatine, within a month, my blood levels in the creatine blood levels crosses the upper limit. Yeah, because I guess it's because of the high protein that I'm following. But otherwise, creatine is completely safe to take, and that's fine.
So I want to know that should we rely only on supplements, or is there any?
It's not necessary. If you are having a high protein diet, then anyways you have that muscle mass tightness. No, why do you take creatine? For strength. It's a strength-based supplement. Okay. Now, if you are active and if you are eating protein, the job is done. Why do you need creatine?
So do all people need creatine or?
Yes, general population also. There is only two supplements that they need, I would say, without exercising or they are doing anything. Right now in India, the condition of India is such. We have 75% of the population which is not at all active.
Yes.
The gym going people are only like almost hardly 1%.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. So India is a highly protein deficient country and all the diseases are at peak. We are number one in diabetes, blood pressure, heart attack, cancer, everything. And in the last 2 decades, the heights of the average height of an Indian has even reduced from Chinese. Chinese ka height kitna tha average? I guess 5.6.
Does it affect our height also?
Yeah. The creatine doesn't affect. I'm just telling you. Okay. So, looking at all these things, if I would, as a health coach, if I would suggest to supplement, I would obviously suggest creatine for everybody. But if you're physically active, I guess it doesn't matter if you take or not.
Thank you. That clears my doubt. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I think that will close it. You have one more question?
One last doubt.
Okay, the last one.
So my doubt is on B12. So I heard that the B12 is already we can make the B12 in our intestine. So do we need to take B12 additionally like a supplement, or is it fine if I don't take B12 supplement
Yeah,
at all?
I think I would ask Trilok to answer this.
Yes, so we do have B12 producing bacteria in the gut, but those are mostly in the large intestine, and the absorption doesn't happen effectively in the large intestine. So whatever the synthesis happens, the bacteria, we mostly excrete them. All animals do that. Weirdly, rabbits eat the excrement again to get the B12. And a lot of, the herbivore animals, they have a ruminant stomach. They pre-digest food, then they swallow it. They have two stomachs. So if, in the olden days, what used to happen is, there was people were not that hygienic. We didn't have so many chemicals in the environment, especially bleach. So the B12 producing bacteria existed everywhere on the soil. So if a tomato falls in the soil, you pick it up, just wipe, or just, running water, you eat it. So some B12 producing bacteria was going, So some B12 producing bacteria was introduced again from the mouth. So that's how lots of, civilizations, they survived. But again, in the modern day, we have killed, successfully eliminated all B12 producing bacteria. So I would suggest supplement being the best form right now.
Okay, thanks a lot for everyone. And I think amazing insights from both experts. And watch out for their expert sessions.
Hi Ram sir, I have a question. Question to Trilok sir.
Okay.
This question is the general question. If a person is switching from non-vegetarian diet to the vegan diet overnight, so do you think the gut microbiome changes suddenly, as they are suddenly switching to vegan diet? If so, what is the care they have to take?
So the microbiome won't change overnight, because these are bacteria that can, live for a long time. That's why even, when you take an antibiotic course, which kills majority of the good bacteria, the gut bacteria, people still survive. They still, regain their microbiome slowly. So switching from meat to a plant-based diet will ultimately benefit, because you will be introducing more strains. And it is interesting to note that the food for all the gut bacteria is fiber. So if you are switching to a plant-based diet, I don't think you need to worry about, anything going wrong. So I don't think it's an issue, microbiomes changing won't cause anything. See, for example, if you're living in India, you suddenly went abroad, your diet switched, your microbiome changes in the next week. So it changes, but it not in negative way necessarily. It changes, it adapts, that's all.
Check.
Thank you.
Okay, I think there are lots of questions. I'm sure you can ask them subsequently also. Okay, we close this session for now, and we'll have more sessions to continue. So thanks a lot for the amazing insights. You want to add something?
Thank you. Yeah. Also, if anybody wants to, a lot of people are asking for training and all that stuff, you can, sir will tell you how to contact him. If you want to contact me, please drop me an email, do not DM. My email is tevar, tevar.abhishek@gmail.com. I'm not taking any new clients, but I'm open for consultations. If you have any issues, I can take care. If you have any clinical issues, I guess sir is a better person. And if you're looking for coaches, I'm Bombay based. I've been getting a lot of questions, so I don't know how I can help you. But I guess Hyderabad, there are coaches. There are vegan coaches right in this venue. If you see that KV stall, yeah, the Krishna Vikas and Spandana, they both are vegan strength and conditioning coach. I guess your job is done. You can go to them instead of coming to me. Yeah, and then they are also starting customized vegan meals. Yesterday they told me, for example, if you are if your goal is muscle gain, for example, if you have wanted 2,500 calorie diet or 1,500, they'll design and deliver it to you. So that way, if you're Hyderabad based, please contact them. If you're out of Hyderabad or any other problem, for me it's email. For sir, sir, how can they contact you?
Yeah, you can answer.
So anybody who wants guidance on plant-based diet or management of any lifestyle disease. It can be diabetes, arthritis, weight management, anything. So you can contact the organizers. So they'll give you my contact details, phone number or email address, and also have a YouTube channel which is focused on lifestyle conditions. So it's called Nutritional Perspective. So I make small videos like 5 to 10 minutes explaining a condition and what can be done to get out of it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone.
A
big round of applause for our wonderful panelists
opportunity to understand the plant-based lifestyle, and we have to
for clearing
all the wrong
myths,
goings that
answering
is
tough
happening in
questions.
industries, in dairy industry, poultry industry, meat industries. This festival gives the opportunity for the non-vegans to understand the plant-based lifestyle and thrive on a vegan lifestyle. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, this is Suraj, founder of Vegans of Telangana. The KindCarnival Hyderabad Vegan Festival is sponsored by World Vegan Vision, organized by Vegans of Telangana, and supported by Animal Save India, We the Free, Ahimsa Alliance, PAIMA. This festival is for all the vegans and the non-vegans. It has more than 32 food stalls, beauty, cruelty-free products, sustainability, and different kind of activities, fun activities. Also, we'll be having
And surviving all your question attacks. We hope your doubts are cleared, your minds are nourished, and your curiosity is still alive. But don't go anywhere, the festival fun is still on. Please explore our stalls, interact with our brands, all the brands present here from all over India, right from Delhi, Kulu Manali till Karnataka, Kerala. Various brands are coming from different cities for you to explore and enjoy delicious plant-based food. We are also happy to introduce the Acharya Prashant book stall. A space filled with books that inspire clarity, self-inquiry, conscious living, and deeper understanding of life and relationships.
challenges, live music, singing, dancing. So it's an entertainment theme. This festival is full of vibes. It's welcome for all age groups, and it is the opportunity to understand the plant-based lifestyle, and we have to condemn all the wrong goings that is happening in animal industries, in dairy industry, poultry industry, meat industries.